Hey everybody, how we doing? Beautiful day. Beautiful day. Got a little wind, but it's nice. I just want to say happy Thanksgiving, guys. It's a beautiful day for a good Thanksgiving. Get everybody together, get the family, get the friends, get the turkey, get the gravy, get the pumpkin pie. Stuffing, depends how many onions are in there for me. Cranberries, sauce, can't do it. Anyways, so I'm hoping all you guys are getting together with people and celebrating and having a great time, connecting with family, friends, maybe some you haven't seen in a long time. For those of you who maybe don't have family or friends to connect with, I'm here for you, and I shoot out a warm hug and embrace for anybody that might be doing more of a solo situation on Thanksgiving. I know there's some of those out there. I've been one of those. But I just wanted to say on this day that's a day built around gratitude and connection and celebration of people and all that good stuff, that I wanted to say thank you to all of you guys who've been there for us here at TGD. Spend time, come to our page and comment and like things and support us and cheer us on and cheer the dogs on and cheer the owners on. It's a special thing, and we don't take it for granted in the least. We love and appreciate all of you guys, and we know you all have busy days, busy lives, and for you guys to stop by, take time out of your day, to comment, interact with us, support us, cheer us on. It really, really means the world, and we really do appreciate it. It's not just social media shenanigans. It's really like connection and people sharing, and we try and put out stuff that will help lift others up, and we love that it comes back to us as well with the same kind of care and love of lifting us up, and like I said, the dogs and the owners. So it's kind of a magical transaction, and I want to let you guys know how much I appreciate it. Much love. And then on top of that, in a more kind of like macro sense, as far as gratitude, anybody who's struggling, anybody who's not in a place where they want to be, wishing you guys the best. I've been there. I know what it's like to not be where you want to be. I know what it's like to have life feel like it's ganging up on you and you're stuck and you're struggling and things are just hard. I know what that's like. If you do your work, if you stay focused on being positive, if you continue to make effort to enlighten and educate yourself and follow influences and people and books and resources that can lift you up and broaden your perspective and change your mindset and lead you out of the dark, like Jim Rohn said in the books, the stepping stones out of the dark into the light. If you'll continue down that path of trying, searching, knocking on doors, like the trying is so important, the effort is so important. It's the key missing ingredient if you're trying to get, if you're looking to get somewhere that is past where you're at right now. The trying and the effort are the key ingredients to making that happen. And so as somebody who's been there, who's done more than his fair share of struggling, or maybe it is his fair share of struggling, I know what it's like to be there. And I can also tell you that there are ways to dig yourself out of a hole if you're in a hole, whatever that hole might be, whether it's career, financial, family, relationship-wise, whatever it is. You can find your way out. There are resources, there are people you can follow, there are mentors, both real and virtual, that can lead you out of those spots and help you if you'll do the work, if you'll continuously pony up the effort. You can actually get out of where you're at and get to a better space. I promise you. It's not just like hocus pocus. It's not just fancy talk. If you change your mindset and what you feed it, you can really change your life. Your life will reflect whatever's going on in here. And if you'll do that work, you can really be somewhere in 6 months to a year dramatically different than where you're at right now. So I just wanted to pass that along for anybody who might be sitting here on Thanksgiving and being like bummed out, depressed, not where they want to be, disconnected from themselves or from people that are important in their lives. You can absolutely change all of that. You can change the trajectory of your life, but you can also change the way everything feels within it, how you feel about it, how you feel about yourself. All of that stuff you can actually change, but you gotta work your buns off to get there. It won't change on its own. That's the key missing link in that. Effort, work, focus. Get the right influences in there. A year from now, won't recognize where you're at. I can't believe that this is where I'm at. I woke up this morning and I was like, I looked out the window, and I sometimes have these kind of reflective moments, and I'm like, wow, how did we get here? How did I get here? You know, how did I get like this really nice place, and the place I have in New Orleans, and this beautiful team of great people around me, and the successful businesses and all that from where I was, and valeting cars, and not knowing how to do any of it, and being disappointed in myself, and being broken down in a lot of ways, and limited in so many different ways. How did I get here? How did I get out of it? And I trace it back to all the stuff I just shared with you guys. I trace it back to searching, doing the work daily, finding the books, finding the mentors, finding the resources, and doing the work every day to invest in them and learn and study and pull information out of them that would be useful for me in order to help me move forward. And then you end up somewhere that you can't quite believe that you are. And I think that's a message that you've probably heard me talk about before, but I don't know if we can ever hear it enough, because I know there's plenty of folks that are struggling. So that said, for those of you that aren't struggling, for those of you that have already kind of found your way, or are on a really great path and things are feeling great, and you're emboldened and empowered and happy and excited and passionate, I want you guys to do your best to be that person, to be that entity, to lift others up, to reach out, to share good information, to share resources that helps you, to be generous as you possibly can, to lift the others that are stuck still, that might not have been as lucky to stumble onto the things that you've stumbled onto, or know the people that you know, or have had the foundation that you've had, family-wise, friendship-wise, or even just personally, something maybe you've got built into you, a strength that maybe some others don't have. I'd love for any of you guys that have got really good stuff going on, or on a great path, or have great information, or tools, or knowledge, or wisdom, or you just got something that you need to share that you know can help others. I really want you guys to take this time, whatever this time is, the next year, whatever, and take some risks on putting yourself out there and mentoring, whether it's actually physically sitting down with people, whether it's mentoring through writing blogs or sharing content, sending books to people that you think might help them, being there for somebody if they need it, or just by walking through life with awesome stuff and being an example through what you share. They're all valuable, but there's so many people that need help, that don't know how to get out of their own way, and oftentimes the best way to help them is to share without shoving stuff down their throat, without being like, let me fix your life, but just sharing information and letting the people that need it kind of gravitate towards you, right? So that's what I've tried to do. Try not to shove stuff down people's throats, but I try to share what's been important and valuable for me, and then the people that need it tend to kind of like gravitate towards it and ask questions, and they'll ask me for resources and books that help me, CDs that help me, whatever, videos that help me, and then I pass that along, and the journey and the process continues of good stuff that's happened for me continuing to go into good stuff that happens for others. And we all know that the better I do, the better I can ripple that out to somebody else, then they ripple it out to somebody else, and they ripple it out to somebody else, and that's really how we make this world of ours a better place. We make this world a better place by first investing in ourselves and becoming a better us, and from there it goes to the next person, they become a better them, then it goes to the next person, they become a better them. That's really like, it's kind of simple stuff, simple math. It takes a long time, but it's simple math and it works. And I'd love for any of you guys that are in a great space to take a little responsibility to go out and share that great stuff in whatever way that you see fit, whatever way feels right for you. Just know that people need it, and it's kind of up to us, if we've done well, to find our way to give back, find our way to share, find our way to empower, find our way to be generous. And we each got to find the way that feels right for ourselves. So that's that. I just wanted to put that out there and share a little bit of how I'm feeling today. Some days, especially when they're kind of holidays, you know, they're already kind of loaded with a little emotion. And then you sometimes have these reflective moments that just kind of like, bang, hit you hard. And this morning was one of those where I was like, wow, how did I get here? And I remember at the old house when I moved out of my apartment, sorry if this is getting long, moved out of my one-bedroom teeny tiny apartment, and I moved to the house on Bellflower that I was at for 3 years. I remember sitting down with my dog Oakley, who's no longer with me, but I would sit on his dog bed early in the mornings and look out the window at this beautiful, cute house. Like, how did we get here? How did we do this? And literally marvel at it, and marvel at being stuck for 40 years, and then how the hell did we get here? And I know how we got here. We got here by doing the work. We got here by the resources and the mentors, virtual and otherwise. But it's still fascinating. And then to make this next step, or to be in my New Orleans place and to be like, how did we get here? Because it's still astounding. It's still like, you have to have that perspective to have been like so stuck for so long really gives you contrast. And so for me, the contrast is gigantic, ginormous even. And that to find myself in a spot where things have changed so dramatically, it just sometimes clobbers me over the head, and I want to share it, put it out there, and remind anybody else that's stuck, you don't have to be stuck forever. And anybody that's not stuck, let's all do our best to help lift others up and push them up, and put great stuff out there, and take some risks about sharing your heart and sharing your head and sharing your insights and your wisdom. And let's risk being generous. What do you say? All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I know there's pumpkin pie and all sorts of good stuff to get into today, and so don't eat too much. Eat a good amount, but don't eat too much. Don't want you to stick all day. And I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a really awesome Thanksgiving, and hope this message applies to even those of our friends that aren't here in the States, that don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Hopefully this message still has some impact. Go out and get yourself a turkey sandwich, and you can kind of like be part of our holiday anyways. All right, guys, you take care. Have a great one. Sean from The Good Dog. Talk to you soon.